Hello? Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. The market is up over 1% right now after Trump just announced that he was going to pause the tariffs for Mexico and Canada. And then we also have earnings report after the bell of Marvell, Viva, Zscaler, and Victoria's Secret. So we're going to cover those in this stream. Right now, the S&P 500 is up exactly 1.16%. NASDAQ up 1.4%. It's looking pretty good for the market here. As we can see, the market's doing pretty good. Let's look at the news of the tariffs. 1 month exemption from tariffs for U.S. automakers. So that's pretty good. As we can see, 1 month really helped the market rally. Why? I honestly don't know. While it is helping a little bit for 1 month, it's only 1 month. It's going to happen sooner or later, so I don't think this really deserves the market rally, but it is. It is rallying. Let's see what the biggest stocks are moving right now for you guys. Let's go here. The trending stocks right now are QBTS, ASTS up 18%. Marvell, which has earnings later, which we will be covering after the bell. A lot of Chinese names. A lot of Chinese names here. I'm pretty sure Alibaba's up a lot right now. Let's look at Alibaba. Up 9% today. Alibaba's up 9% today. Doing really good. Basically, everything is doing good, even though the market this morning was barely moving and was actually down, as we can see here. But it really rallied over 2% move, an over 2% move in the market. So, yeah. Let me just go and look at this real quick. Let me turn this up a little bit, maybe. I think it's max volume. Here. Let's go to the studio here. Let me just look at this to make sure it's actually right. Let's delete this. Okay. Let's see what the market's going to do at the end of the day here. Market up to 502. Let's see what the market's doing year to date. Down 1.5%. The market's down 1.5%. The NASDAQ is down 1.5%. If you guys in the chat want me to cover any stock, I will. And I'll tell you what I think of that stock. So yeah. If you want me to cover any stock, I will. S&P's barely down, but the past week has been going down pretty, about 5% drop. I feel like it's really not that much compared to what people are thinking right now. But yeah. Wonder what the market's gonna do at the end of the day here. Looks like it might be going down. Might start to pull back towards the end of the day here at the closing bell. I think that's what's gonna happen here. It looks like it probably will. I wonder if these tariffs are only for the automotive industry, because if it is, then I don't think the market should be rallying this much. Here we have CrowdStrike down about 7%. We have this company GV up 180% right here. Really rallying towards the end of the day. Let's pull this up on TradingView. Yeah. Up 160% right now. I wonder what this is going to do. Let's keep it on this and see what's going to happen. Visionary Holdings. Let's see what they do. Visionary Holdings. I'm assuming it's something to do with glasses, maybe? Education resources for students worldwide. So not what I expected with a name like that. Visionary. I wonder why the Chinese stocks are doing really good today. Let's look at Alibaba. Let's see if there's any news. China upgrades their focus on domestic consumption. 5% growth target. It's pretty high for, that's pretty high if that's for the GDP. 5% GDP growth for China is very high. Let's see if this is gonna move towards the end of the day here. I don't know if it will. Not really moving much. Look at the volume. Let me see the volume compared to before. Oh my. Look how much more volume that Visionary has right now. A lot higher. A lot higher than before. I don't think this is going to move much towards the end. Here's the market right now. Had a pretty sharp down and then quick rebound. Let's see if it's going to hold this. I think we need to look at 501. If this doesn't hold 501, I think we could start heading to the downside in the next few minutes. We might get a big move here, I think. Or we just stall out, basically. Right here we got 501. Pretty strong buying at 501 right here, as we can see. And yeah. It's looking like it's going up still. It's looking like there's some volume here too to the buy side. There's some good volume coming up. We might end the day at highs. We could get up there with this volume coming in. As we can see, highs from yesterday are about 503.75. If we could get all the way up to there in the next 6 minutes, that would be insane. Let's see if we can, though. I don't know. If you guys want to put anything in the chat for me to look at, I can look at any stock you want. Any stock. I'll go over the company if you want me to. Let's see the financials of it. Or if you just want me to pull it up on the charts. And as we can see, the market really is rallying right now. $503, up 1.5% right here. I wonder if this will get to the high of the day. If you want any stock, I will look at it. Put it in the chat right now. I'll look at it. Especially if you want to look at for long term. See if we should buy it today. What I think of the company. And I will. Let's see, wait, yeah. Let's look at Alibaba stock, actually. Let's look at the earnings of it. See if it's pretty healthy financially wise. So as we can see, this huge growth in the beginning from 2014 to like 2021 looks pretty good, but as of late, it has not moved like at all. Very stagnant revenue growth over the past like 5 years basically. And that's probably why the stock has not been doing much until recently. Net income looks even worse than the revenue. Don't really like that. Shares outstanding. This is the good thing. Alibaba at least is buying back a good amount of shares right here. They've bought back a lot of shares. So that means us investors will own more of the company, guys. Let's look at the statistics. Let's look at the PE ratio. Trailing PE ratio of 18, forward PE ratio of 13 looks very good valuation wise. Profit margin 12%. Total cash 453 billion. But guys, this isn't US dollars. Don't get that messed up. This is Chinese yen. This is in yen, not US. 264 billion in debt. The debt to equity ratio is pretty good, 24%. Alibaba doesn't look bad. I just don't like the growth right now. The growth looks very, like, just doesn't look good. Slowing growth. Let's see what analysts expect Alibaba to grow at. Let's go next 5 years, 30%. I don't know if that's accurate. But let's just assume that it does actually happen. Let's put in Alibaba in the intrinsic value calculator. Alibaba. Go to the earnings growth. Do 20, what was it? 30%. Go to 30% earnings growth rate. It still doesn't look good, but I don't know. I don't know if I would buy Alibaba right here. If anything, the better company I think is Pinduoduo. I think Pinduoduo is a better company, especially financially wise. Let's go to Pinduoduo, which owns Temu. Revenue and profit. As you can see, look at Pinduoduo compared to Alibaba. Just 10 times better growth, honestly. Still increasing very fast, 50% or so. Very fast. Net income, also very good. Shares outstanding, not very good. Slightly increasing, but Alibaba definitely has the advantage there. Let's look at the PE ratio. Go to the statistics. Trailing PE ratio 11, forward PE ratio 8.76. That's very good. Very low. So let's see how much analysts expect them to do. Pinduoduo. Detailed earnings estimates. Let's see. Next 5 years, 34%. I don't think this is very accurate by the analysts, but if it is, let's see how much that is. Let's go to the earnings growth. If they actually grew at a 30% rate, I think you can make 23% return on Pinduoduo right now. But do I think that's actually going to happen? Probably not. I don't think that's going to happen. Let's actually do a real... I think Pinduoduo could grow at like a 12% rate. And 30% net profit margin is good. I don't know. I don't know about these Chinese companies. Here's the market. We got 1 minute left till the closing bell, and it just closed right now. Up 1.32%. S&P 500 up 1.07%. Let's go Marvell. Let's see if they have their earnings first. Let's see what happens in the after hours. Let's put this extended trading hours. Let's go to the Seeking Alpha so we can get the earnings news. So yeah, if this can load. I don't think it's loading, guys. It's not looking too good. It's taking a little bit to load. Right now it's down 0.6%. Looks like a pretty big move already. I don't think they reported yet though. Ooh, let's try and do this again. Let's see. Let's see if we can see Marvell. Please load. Let me pull this up on my other computer and I could tell you guys the results if they do come out. If you guys want to put in the chat any companies you want me to look at right now, I'll definitely take a look at to see the financials of the company and just to see if you guys should, what I think of the company basically. Let's see if I can go over here on my MacBook so I can get these earnings. Let's see. Where are the earnings? Okay, let's see earnings. Nothing's come out yet. Nothing has come out for these companies yet, so looks like Marvell's just chilling right here. Let's go to Viva. Viva is actually an interesting company, I think. Nothing happening right now for Viva. Viva is a very low volume company, so I don't think anything's going to happen until the earnings. But Marvell is the main one we are looking at, and also Zscaler, I think. Zscaler and Marvell are the two big ones. Right now, Zscaler is down 1.3%. I don't know. I don't think this is from earnings, though. I think this might just be like some manipulation. Don't know yet, though. It's down 1.3% right here. I don't think this is accurate. I'm waiting to see if their earnings come out. Let's see if it's working on here yet. Okay, it is on here. Let's go. Where's the news? Market news, earnings news. Here we go. Okay, it's loading. I think. If worst case scenario, I have this over here, I could tell you guys. Okay, we got some earnings right here. Evertz EVTZF. This is definitely an OTC company, so I don't even know if this will be moving. Yeah, this isn't moving. This is OTC market. Nothing happening with Evertz Technologies, but if you guys want to know, reported GAAP EPS of 27 cents, revenue of 136.9 million. They did beat the revenue estimates. Wait, did they? No, they don't even have that. But they did grow at a 1.2% year-over-year revenue. So, yeah. I'm going to go here. Let me change this. Let me change this title real quick. Marvell. Closing bell coverage. Marvell and Zscaler earnings report. Let's see if it's out yet. Sleep Number had earnings. That's the only one that looks like we could care about here, but they beat by 2 cents. They missed revenue. Sleep Number missed revenue. Let's see what the stock's doing here. Sleep Number. Oh, it's down. It's going down a lot. 11%. It's down 11% in the after hours. Sleep Number is tanking after that earnings. Missing revenue. They did beat earnings, but they did miss revenue, so... Let's see. Is Marvell out? Tomorrow we have a big day with Broadcom earnings. And Costco, I think. I don't know if there's anything else. So I don't think Marvell is out right yet. Let me see. Ooh, Marvell earnings is out, down 14%. Marvell reports 60-cent beat by 1 cent, and they beat revenue by 20 million, but the stock is down. Let me see these earnings, if this will load. Marvell is down over 14% right now. Marvell down 14% by beating both. Revenue of 1.82 billion, beating by 20 million, and they also reported earnings per share of 60 cents, beating by 1 cent. Net revenue is expected to be, let's see. I don't know why it's really down here. There's got to be something else to this. But it is down. It is tanking 14%. Marvell is down 14%. 14%. Let's see if Viva has reported at all. Viva Systems up 5% right here. Let's see if they got the earnings, what their earnings are. Let's see if this will load fast enough. Viva Systems. Zscaler is out. We don't have Viva. Let's see. Zscaler beats by 9 cents and revenue beats by 12 million. Viva's up 5%. Zscaler is up. This is not the right one. Why did it do this? Zscaler up 5% in after hours. After beating, they were down a lot right here. Right as they reported earnings, they were down a lot. But they are up now. Let's see. Has Viva Systems reported yet? Have they released their earnings on this Seeking Alpha? Can we see it? I don't think we're going to be able to see it, but it is up 5%. They must have had earnings, but I don't see it. I don't know where this is. BJ's and Burlington had earnings this morning. I think, wait, no. They have earnings preview, but when is this? I don't know when they're going to be reporting, but I wonder if that's tomorrow. Zscaler up 7%. Zscaler up 7%, guys. Looks pretty good right now for Zscaler, but I don't know about Marvell. Marvell down 14%. Is this affecting Nvidia at all? Nvidia is down slightly, 0.4%. I don't know if that's necessarily because of that, but Nvidia is down. Broadcom has earnings tomorrow, and I do own this company. Broadcom down 2% after Marvell. This is not good. This might not be a good sign for Broadcom. Viva Systems is finally here. They beat by 16 cents and $21 million on revenue. That's why they're doing so good. Yeah, they beat on both revenue and earnings per share, and this is why they're up. This is why Viva's doing very good right now, guys. Let's go see what Viva's doing right here. Viva Systems up 5.71%. After beating on both the revenue and earnings per share, and beating by a lot, may I add, on the earnings per share. I would say that's a pretty big beat for Viva. Right here it says Viva Systems non-GAAP EPS of 1.74 beats by 16 cents. Revenue of 720.89 million beats by 21 mil. That's why the stock is doing very good right here, up 5%. I wonder if Victoria's Secret is moving right now. I don't know what the VSCO down 1%. I don't know if that's because of earnings. I don't think so. I don't see the earnings out yet. But Marvell is tanking here after meeting expectations, down 16%. Marvell is down 16%, guys. 16% dip, Marvell. Let's look at Zscaler. Zscaler up 6% after beating. Every company I think has beat on both besides Sleep Number. Let's go to Sleep Number. Let's see what the stock's doing right now. It's not moving. No volume. Down 6%. Let's go back to Zscaler. Up 6.54%. Let's see if there's any other big earnings that have come out. I don't think any of these are big earnings. We can look at MongoDB. I have no clue what that company does, but I think that's a decent sized company. Let's see. Down 12%, MongoDB. They beat by 61 cents on earnings, and then revenue of 550 billion beating by 28. They beat on earnings per share by almost 100%. And yet it's down. Let's see if the guidance I don't know if the guidance has. They did release the guidance, but I don't know if this is probably why it's going down. Their guidance for the full year fiscal 2026 of 2.24 billion to 2.28 billion dollars in revenue and 210 million dollars in income. The stock is down 13% right now from that. Stock is down 13%. Tanking right there. Zscaler raises full year earnings guidance. The stock must be going crazy right now. They just raised their full year guidance. Zscaler up 6%, raising their guidance after a strong quarter two. As we can see right here, Seeking Alpha just said, let's see if I can pull this up on my other computer. Great earnings from Zscaler. I believe this is good earnings. Zscaler. Let's see. Revenue jumped 23% year over year. Pretty good revenue growth. They'll have their earnings call in about 30 minutes. Let's see. Zscaler. Zscaler's moving. Let's look at Broadcom. Broadcom, I think, is moving a good amount after that Marvell miss. Down 2%, Broadcom, with their earnings tomorrow after Marvell missing. I wonder if Micron is going down at all. Micron down 1%. Let's look at AMD. AMD not moving much, down 0.6%. Nvidia down 0.5% after the Marvell miss. Tomorrow's a big day though. Marvell down 17%. When was the last time it was down here? The last time it was down here was in November. Marvell's really going down here. Big decline in Marvell after beating. I don't think they beat enough though, as we can see. Let's go to Viva. Let's see if there's any volume. Oh, yep, it's going up even more. Up 7%. Viva Systems after beating by a good amount. Any of you guys watching, if you want to put in the comments or put in the chat what stock you want me to look at. Hit the like button. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Be greatly appreciated if you guys could. Let's see if there's any more earnings out. There's not big earnings today, but tomorrow is where the big earnings come after the bell. Costco. Oh, Rigetti is out. Let's look at Rigetti. They reported negative 0.68, missing by 0.59. This thing has to be tanking. Down 7%. They just missed by a huge margin. Revenue of 2.27 million, missing by 0.2 million. They just missed earnings per share by 60 cents. Victoria's Secret is out now. Victoria's Secret beats by 30 cents. They report a $2.60 earnings per share, missing or beating by 30 cents. Revenue of 2.1 billion, beating by 20. Let's go to Victoria's Secret. Let's see if this is moving. Victoria's Secret up 3% right now. Even though the stock was down 5%, it's still going up. This is looking pretty good for Victoria's Secret. They did beat. Let's look at Forge Global. What's this? Forge Global. I have no clue what Forge Global is. I can't even find it. Oh, here it is. Up 4%, not really moving. Is this OTC market? No, this is New York Stock Exchange, but it's just no volume. This is a small company, so it makes sense. But let's go back to Marvell, the big one of the day, down 16%, catching a little bit of a bid here. Some buyers coming in, down to $75 per share, making the semiconductors tank right now. I wonder if let's look at the semiconductor ETF. Okay, guys, I think I'm done with the live stream here. I think also my face has gone. Thank you guys for watching this. If you guys got any more companies here you want me to look at, my camera is acting up a little bit right here. I don't know what's happening, but if you guys want me to look at anything, let's look at to see if semiconductor ETF. Is there any semiconductors ETF? I don't know. I can't find. I don't know what is this? Why do I have lines on? There's no candles for this. SPY isn't really moving right here. Well, thank you guys for watching this. Please come back tomorrow for the big earnings. My camera is acting up right now, so I don't know. Please come back tomorrow to see Costco and Broadcom, the big earners. See if they can see what happens, if this will move the market a lot. So thank you guys for watching.